a debut today, playing on a quest at that. You heard that right, on a quest. Also, credit to him for a awesome Week 3 video that he made, the highlight video. Try to play that a bit later on in the cast tonight. As Strembitsky is looking to cast away into the goal, and there's the first play. Right off the bat, 11 seconds in, Strem just brings it all up on his lonesome pretty much.
11, 10, 9, 8.
Just that assist off there on the cross and maneuvered around for the goal. So quick one. There we go. Launching out here, Orbit. It's a Zenith, One Scoop, Sneaky Evil, and Blenders. Got their full team going for them. But they're going to have their hands full with these Kangos and Rillas. Indeed, they are two separate things. Over here, though, nice pass to Zenith. That was a great cross as he cut from the bottom. So that's a two-pointer right back for Orbit, and it's tied up 1 minute in, goal for goal. But just a good delivery, squeezing it through the defense. Got themselves some offense. Kango's all inverted here. All four players upside down. Looking for those short passes here just to maneuver around all of that Orbit defense. Kind of orbiting the disc holder, but does get it loose and sends it over to Strem. So Strem will check behind him, has the defense approaching, encroaching, and there it will be sent to Mad. Strem's going to find that bottom elbow and going in. Oh no, it is 4 points for Kango. Starting off very efficiently, not wasting too much time on their offensive plays. The only Zeus saying, let's get a good game here.
Yes, the people demand it, and we will supply.
Maybe, I don't know. I have no control over these players, but I can pretend I do. Then again, if I do say the opposite of what I want, you know, the caster's curse and all that stuff. So if I say right now, I want this to be a horrible blowout game, you're welcome. Now it'll be the opposite. Of course, that said, this could be the one time that caster's curse does not work the way I expect it to. We'll see. But yeah, Kango's again still undefeated. Orbit looking to change that. And Orbit here, it's One Scoop. Looking for that back pass maybe, but Sneaky Evil is actually cut off, so they do find Zenith instead. Zenith over on that other tunnel, looking, looks like Sneaky looking for a soft boost off of him. Indeed goes for it, but just passed directly to Seal's hands and intercepted right back from Blenders, who ducks under, but then surrenders the disc right back. Nice boost from Loveridge, but then he overshoots it as well, so could have been a 3 opportunity had he grabbed that, but he did not, so a deep clear into the other side of the floor, taken here by Sneaky Evil, looking to go up, but cannot. And Mad will go into the goal now on defense as a result. Mentioned this on a lot of the cast, really. Very, very, very few times, especially against these top teams, do you ever get more than one opportunity at an open goal. If you miss that first chance, usually you will not have a second open one. You're going to have to bring that out and just do it the old-fashioned way. Team play, slow play, etc. As Loveridge tries to collect that one, but just the bounce not reaching him. Here to Strembitsky, though, sending it right down, trying to go for that sealable slam. The trademark dunk from Seal, always bothering those goalies deep. That one going pretty deep into the goal. This one going to be collected. Do not miss that one. He won't. One Scoop gets the oop, and that's a 1-point lead for Orbit. But you can see right there, had he missed that one, the defense would have been back in time. So that's exactly what I mean. Just, well, maybe not. I goldfish brained it, and those were actually orange players in the goal. Don't mind me. See what I mean about Caster's Curse? Terrible thing, that's almost a disease. Anyway, over here it goes down to Strembitsky. Undiseased, but mucho steez for Strem as he tries to get it back from Sealable. 2-man game being played, but good tight defense from One Scoop from Zenith as well, trying to get that out of there. And over here will be taken right back by Sneaky Evil, looking for the clear, gets an intercept instead, so Mad takes the disc. Strembitsky attaches, detaches, punches go off, a quick fling right down to Strem, but dove out by Blenders. So a lot of these clears right now as Rocktor is pointing out even at the moment, as that one goes pretty close. Collected by Zenith, and there is a 3-point lead right now for Orbit. So we'll see. Momentum may be building. This is what we saw in the opening round in Kangorillaz versus Instinct a couple days ago. Instinct took that first round in quite similar fashion, where it was just, you didn't expect it necessarily, but at the same time, knowing the team and knowing the roster, it's not, it's unexpected, but not necessarily surprising, if that makes sense. Obviously, very good players on Orbit, and completely capable. Over there, it'll be grabbed out, sent out. Kind of anyone's disc at the moment. A slap shot. Now that would have been very huge in the momentum building end as Kangos try to get it over to the other side. Loveridge does so with some success, but actually just kind of bounces right back to midline. So Sneaky Evil now loses his handles. One scoop taking it back. And right now that one's going to go in for one scoop. And there is that momentum building play. Took them an extra 20 seconds or so, but they got it. Orbit 10-4 in the first round. Single shot saying no overlay. Yes, because I'm a doofus. Dorfus. I don't know. I'll get that up in a minute. Sorry about that. The overlay will make a return. I promise. Over here to the other side, goes up to the top, bounces off the wall. Here comes Sealable back, but he is going just to be stunned. Actually, maybe going for the stun and missing the disc. I take that back. Strembitsky going for that pass now to Sealable, and Sealable will get it in there just off that top backboard play. So good recognition on that quick pass and delivered into the goal with efficacy as Palidore gets the overlay working now. There you go. Rocktor is saying all Orbit has to do now is not make mistakes. That is the key. Easier said than done. There is a mistake, and they will take the shots, punishing off of it. 1-point game right back again. This time Rocktor, kind of a, not commentator's curse, but commenter's curse. It's spreading, and it's losing letters. Meanwhile, this game is just as tight as we expected. So here it goes on the launch. Orbit takes that away. Quick deployment to the other side and gets it just through over to one scoop. So one scoop going to Sneaky. Sneaky looking for that play just as the defense gets back. Didn't even need him because Mad had it all in hand for that save, but then right back to Sneaky. So once more, that backline being bothered nicely on the stuns, buying the time, but Strembitsky now in the goal, a place that he doesn't find himself in quite as much these days, at least in the on his own side of the floor. But that's a great save from Strem, definitely capable for a long time at goal. Couldn't make that goal though. Still right back to Strem, and Strem, relentless, finds the lead back for Kangorillaz after a great save, and then collecting it off the wall for the 2 points. So 11-10, 145. Kangorillaz coming back with some strength here after some consecutive offensive plays. Backline, you probably heard it there yourself, but a lot of brawls going out to just delay the stacks, if nothing else. Orbit now has a chance. That pass a bit too strong. Could have been a good look for them. Still another chance here. Blenders finds Sneaky Evil and going in there for the goal. 12-11. Orbit just took the lead. We have a minute 12 left. And exciting opening match. Is this not? Are you not entertained? If you're not, well, I'm sorry. Don't know what else to say. Anyway, Kangorillaz takes this disc away, looking for maybe a chance to take this lead right back. Orbit playing them up tight, though, right there on that front line. Not really giving them too much room. Now, that said, there's a lot of room on that one as they make their way into the bubble, so Orbit's midline defense, quite good, but once they started spreading out just outside that 2-point zone, their defensive assignments got lost, and as a result, that two-man game gets Kangorillaz the 1-point lead. Very nice passing plays from Kangos, doing exactly what they need to do in crunch time. 24 seconds left, and right now a pass intercepted by Strem. So again, he had the goalkeeping, he had the offense, He had the steal in these last 2 minutes. He doesn't quite have the shot, but that was steal. Loveridge, though, no love lost, but a disc certainly lost on that one. 5 seconds left. Not any time, I don't think, and indeed, so just by the skin of their Kangorilla teeth, will they come on top here with the victory in round 1, 13-12. But what an opening round that was, wasn't it? Say yes, chat. Say yes. Seriously, though, say yes. I got 1 yes from Duller, 2 no's. All of you are fired.
Do not invoke the wrath of Palidore, for he will, I don't know.
Knock you out because he's a door, and doors knock. I don't know. Strembitsky with 9 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 12 stuns. Kind of the MVP far and away for that round for Kangorillaz, I would say. Especially those last 90 seconds, 2 minutes, something like that. I mean, he had multiple defensive plays. He had the offense. Continues kind of his role here these first 3 weeks of just completing plays when he needs to. But a great job all around from Kangos nonetheless. I mean, the passing much better this time compared to when they opened up against Instinct the other day. You know, there were some missed passes in there, but overall they were looking pretty good for most of that round. Loveridge with the 1 assist, Mad with the 2 assists, Sealed with the 4 points. Over for Orbit, it's 1 scoop with 6, Zenith with 4, Sneaky with 2, Blenders with a pair of assists, and 9 stuns. So, with that out of the way, it's round 2 time. And launch is out. Taken first by looking like Kangorillaz, indeed. Backing it out here to Mad over on the Nest. Easy does it. And Mad going over to Loveridge. So, short range passing, but that one just maybe an avoidable error. Unfortunate as a Sneaky Evil and Zenith go for the goal. Couldn't quite find the disc, though, so Kango's at least able to organize themselves on the goal and get the disc right back. A Loveridge, quick fling over there. Going to be assaulted is Sealable as this Orbit stack looks to collect just before Kangorillaz arrive. Another intercept, though, and another back out. Kangorillaz trying to control the pace and doing so fairly well. Granted, missed passes there won't help, but Loveridge does find the disc right back here. Now downloaded Seal. This is going to be, just a missed pass. So one of those killer ones where you definitely wish you could take it back if you are Kangorillaz, but luckily they do take it back on the rebound. So again, pace being controlled, but Orbit trying to stop it with some good defense just outside that zone. Mad dishing it top to Strem softly and aloft into the goal. Strem the first 2 for Kango.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Gotta say, I said say yes, and only Duller, 1 person out of the 22 watching, bothered to respond. I'm personally hurt. But Sneaky's looking to make them hurt here for Kangos. 1 scoop getting it up into the goal, and that's a nice quick roll for them. Tied up again.
12, 11, 10, 9.
Rocktor saying, anyone want a note? Never clear to the tube you're closest to. Always clear opposite. Yep, that is, sound advice. Sometimes tough to do depending. I know the thing is, too, for Orbit. Granted, we haven't seen it as much in this match, but Orbit a lot in preseason especially. I mean, they would leave Blenders out like way back here on opposite bow ties sometimes. So even if you did clear opposite, he would still be able to catch that disc over by bow tie. And that's kind of one of the things that made Orbit dangerous in the preseason, is that their 3-man front line was still so effective, just being the 3 of them. As they go in for a 1-on-1, Seal just gets it through. Almost sealed off, but instead finds the 2. But yes, so like I said, we haven't seen it much this round, or this game, and again, possibly for a good reason. King is a very tough opponent, and a lot of the times, especially given how good the Kangorillaz defense has been for the most part in these first few weeks, as Sneaky goes in, and there you go. There's some of that defense right there. granted, that was basically a 1v4, so it was going to be a tough one no matter what. But yeah, given how tough Kangorillaz' defense has been, Orbit may indeed want to play up more than they're used to, I suppose. Which is to say, they have been. At least I think. I don't know. Goldfish brain, remember? But Loveridge gets that right through the Orbit defense. The hands just missing. Strembitsky trying to shot fake, and instead gets punched out as more gets doled out here. And now a tap out as 3 Orbit players all kind of converge on the disc at the same time, so didn't really have any passing options as a result, so Seeable will get that back. Try and find Strembitsky off the wall, and then right back out again. Now, you see, Kango's doing what they like to do there. Oh, that was most on the shot. I don't even know. I think I just had a stroke. My words got all... Anyway, over here, though, Sneaky Evil looking for that deep one and couldn't quite find it.
Probably not tomorrow.
So eventually, Kangorillaz will. But yeah, you saw on that midline, Kangorillaz trying to play their defense, resetting, being patient, but Orbit really not allowing a lot of it. I mean, the pressure was high, so they didn't have... Kangorillaz did not have the time that they're always used to having on some of those resets. But a good delivery and a power dunk from Strem. Threw a little bit of a whirlwind move in it. But yeah, faked it and then took it in. And that's 6-2 for Kangorillaz. Pulling ahead by a couple goals, but 5 minutes left, and we know what happened in round 1. I mean, really anyone's chance to come back into the game. For Orbit, trying to find their offense. So there's a deep cross that hits the target nicely. Zenith gets himself a one-on-one from bottoms to the top. And 4 points now for Orbit.
12, 11, 10, 9.
Rocktor saying one of Orbit went out. Like it lost their headset or something? I did not catch that if so. But yeah, here it goes for Mad. Gets it over to Loveridge. Okay, Rocktor confirming that. Oh, at least they didn't pay for it, I guess. But Strembitsky, there's the reset. Again, the patience. And once more for anyone watching who maybe is not as experienced with Echo, whether you're here live or watching on a VOD, just watch how Kangorillaz, and Orbit really, but watch how they play those passing lanes. Watch how they're not afraid to reset the disc. You know, back it out to someone in the midline, whether it's at Bowtie or directly at middle. You know, it's the philosophy of basically if you're rolling into the goal with a disc and, you know, you're approaching from an angle that maybe isn't quite high percentage, like if you're approaching from here, you know, that's easier for a goalie to save, right? So you'll see a lot of those teams. If that percentage shot isn't high enough, they're just going to back it out and try again. You know, they want to go in either from the front-facing angles or from the backboard. Those are your highest percentage shots, and both these teams are teams who will reset over and over again until they can make that happen. Now Blenders takes it over here. He's, like I said earlier, playing up on Bowtie, so a little bit higher up than he's used to. And now getting into the goal, as Orbit has kind of gotten used to here against Kangos. Tying it up again.
12, 11, 10.
For those tuning in late, that first round was 13-12 in favor of Kangorillaz. Orbit, you know, stayed in it. It was a really close game right up until the end. But it was some great defensive and offensive plays from Strembitsky that kind of paved the way for the victory. That said, tied up game and still 2:45 left, so pretty much at this juncture especially, every single goal is going to count all the more as that clock starts rolling down. For Orbit, especially so, because obviously, oh, is that shot miss? And there you go, one of those things where if you miss that first shot, very seldom will you get the second open attempt, and they don't. But yeah, for Orbit here, they do need to force this round 3 by winning this match, this round right here. Otherwise, it's Kangos, and they're going to go to 6-0 on the season. So deep down it goes. There's no one back there except one Kangorilla player, and it will be Strem. He gets the clear. And looking for a boost now with Loveridge. So recovered here first with just a little time to spare. Cut off and couldn't quite make that shot. Recovered and sent back out, tapped into the back line. But Mad is waiting. And over on the front line, it's sealable. So cross passes everyone on the ceiling here. Interesting, no one for Orbit is actually inverted here, playing upside down. So for Kangos, you want to take advantage of that, and yeah, play all your players upside down if possible. Come down from those ceiling areas, and a good passing play for another power dunk from Strem. Stuffing the stats tonight and stuffing that goal with all those dunks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So a minute 16 remaining in round 2. Orbit on offense, chance to tie again or take a lead. That rollout a bit rushed, to be honest, and not exactly what they wanted. So Mad will mash it to Strem. I don't know, mashed potatoes. Over here it goes to, looks like Loveridge on the bottom pocket, and Kangos now it's all about disc control for these next 50 seconds. If they can find another scoring opportunity, great. But priority is going to be control, and they just lost it. So Zenith couldn't get a clean clear, gets stunned by Mad, and Mad will recover. Going for that ramp shot now. Backing it out to Mad. There's the control that I talked about, but losing it once again because why? That Orbit defense. They've been very good at playing that back line and just playing outside of the bubble to really pressure those back passes from Kangos as much as possible. Now they're at a point, really, though, they need to get some stacks together, if nothing else. But right now, I mean, Kangos are just going to wind down this clock, so they need to leave the goal immediately, and they're not. So as a result, this is going to be a victory for Kang. Just a couple players staying there inside the bubble, and really not what they needed. If you gave up a last-second goal, so be it. But instead, it will be a victory here for Kangos, all because of that clock play at the end. 8-6, low-scoring second round. Super competitive second round and series all around. So 8-6, Kangos in 2. As I try to pull up the stats for you. And yeah, there you go. Strembitsky, 15 points on the series. All of Orbit kind of dipping out, it would seem, so guess I'll read their names. Zenith is 6 points, has 6 points, 49 stuns, well ahead of everyone else. Has a save, 2 steals, and then for Blenders, 3 assists, 2 saves, 16 stuns. Now back to Kangos. It's Strem leading the way, 15 points, 3 assists, 2 saves, 25 stuns. Yeah, MVP worthy effort from him. Sealable Bag with 6 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 29 stuns. Mad with 3 assists, 3 saves, 20 stuns. And Loveridge with 2 assists, 1 steal, and 14 stuns. So great all-around team effort. You see the assists just piling on the board there for Kangorillaz. You see the saves piling on the board for Kangorillaz. You see the points piling on the board there for Strembarilla. But yeah, Kangos now remain undefeated. They will go 6-0. Now for the Orbit side, they will fall now to 3-3, so evening up and still a very respectable record from them. And honestly, a very well-played game overall. I mean, nothing goes without saying. They played that game extremely well. They had some great defense on Kang. They weren't really letting Kangorillaz be comfortable for the majority of the time when they were playing the patient offense. It was really just, like I said, that last 30-second spurt or so, the one where they really did need to play super aggressive, that they just kind of held back and just let Kangos drain out the clock. But yeah, all right, that will be the match for this at least 30-minute time frame. We do have another one coming at 7 Central, which is in about half an hour. But we're going to end the stream regardless. Give you a quick look at the schedule, quick for the rest of the night. I said quick twice, now 3 times. I'm redundantly redundant tonight. Anyway, yeah. So on the other channel, VRML Channel 2, Nay Plus Ultra and Infinite was being casted by Sir Dimwee, as well as Sputnik, I believe, joined him there last minute. Not sure how that game progressed or if it's still going. For Team Joker, they're going to be coming in here in half an hour to face off against Ignite. And then after that, against Instinct. Just as well, we have Ignite versus Illuminati at 8 Central. At 8:30, it's Guinness and Space Force, and then finishing it off with Wireless Jacks and Chaos. So be on the lookout for those. Many more matches to come for the rest of the night. So until then, thanks for joining me. I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League, and we'll see you again in 28 minutes. or less, or your money back. I realize you guys didn't spend money necessarily, but I'll give it back to you anyways. So, yeah. Okay, bye.